What's up, guys? Kyle here. Actually, today with Guitar Connection magazine. They actually sent me over something to review, and I think it's a great product. So, what we're going to be talking about today is actually the AirTurn Bluetooth page turning device. Now, this is meant to work with any of your tablet or smartphone kind of devices, so it integrates with iPhones, iPads, Android tablets, and the like. Now, when I call it a page-turning device, it actually does a little bit more than that, and we'll kind of get into all of that. But essentially what it is meant to do is be a sheet music page-turning device. At least that's one of its functions. It also can be used, and they sent me the 4-pedal version, as you see here. It's completely Bluetooth, self-contained, charges off a mini USB, 100-hour runtime on full charge, so very self-contained unit, easy to run, syncs Bluetooth-wise in a jiffy. It's no problem as far as that go. I had no problem syncing it to my iPhone, my wife's iPad. I don't have one, of course she has one and I don't, and my Android tablet. So all of that worked fine. Now, it obviously can sync for sheet music page turning, which is great for performers using it for a tablet device live for that purpose, for containing their sheet music. A lot better than carrying around a big binder full of stuff. But in addition to that, it also can be used for setlist applications that come for tablet devices as well. What I found is it actually also works with some guitar tab apps for those devices, so that you can tab through chord charts instead of page turning. What it'll actually do is scroll down the page, or rather run the page up so you can see lower as you go. So you can set up a set list that has all the chord charts and lyrics, and then as you're going through the song and need to move farther down the chart, you can just push further down and see farther down without having to reach up and do anything in the middle of your playing. So very, very cool device. The other great thing about it is, and I'm going to put this right next to this microphone. There's a reason I actually have it kind of in the periphery. I wanted you to hear. This thing's actually silent. That's engaging it right now. No noise. So if you're doing a quiet acoustic set and you don't want the click or anything like that of hitting something to turn your pages or scroll or anything, you want it to be able to maintain the intimacy of your performance without having to, and still be able to use the convenience of something like this. The AirTurn is great because it's silent. That's awesome. So what I want to do quickly, first of all, I'm giving this product my full thumbs up because it is a great device and seamlessly integrated, and they have a host of applications available that do integrate with the device. And if you go to AirTurn's website, which I'm going to put up on the screen right now, you can find a list of all those applications, so you can check them out, see if there's something that's going to work for you, and then if you wish to use this device, purchase it so you have an integrated foot pedal for it. But what I'm going to do is just kind of show you it in use real quickly. It's self-explanatory, as I've already said, but I do want to show it to you. Now, I do apologize. Screen glare on a tablet, trying to film it on the camera is a little bit more difficult, so I had to pull it a little bit farther away, and it's not exactly going to be completely in focus as far as the screen, but you can get the gist of what we're doing with it and see how it integrates with a couple of set list, chord chart, and sheet music applications. Now, I do want to state, I tested this out with my wife's iPad, I tested it out with my iPhone, I tested it out with the Android tablet, which is what I'm going to show you because it's probably the thing that you're going to see the least of within reviews, because everybody uses an iPad. But for those Android guys out there, I wanted to show you it integrates even with that. There are more apps available for the iOS devices than there are for the Android, but everything that you need for Android is there. There are chord chart apps, there are tablature apps, there are sheet music apps. And besides that, this thing can be used outside of that. So if you have any type of other need for a presentation foot pedal, if you are using a tablet for any presentation purposes, this works for that as well. There are presentation apps, PDF apps, all of those things available for the devices that it integrates with as well. So, without further ado, let me show you how it works, but I'm giving it my full thumbs up, but I do want to demonstrate it for you guys as well, so enjoy that. Thanks. Alright guys, so I'm here with the AirTurn And what I have set up here is just an Android tablet. Now I went with an Android instead of an iPad right now because frankly everything on earth integrates with an iPad. And though there are a lot more integrated apps for the iPad with the AirTurn than there are with the Android, all the basic ones you need are available through Android as well. So I wanted to make sure that I actually showed you those options and the fact that it does integrate very, very well with that also. And everything here is translatable to multiple versions of those types of applications on the iPad as well. And I have tested the Bluetooth integration with the iPad. It is flawless, just as it is with this. So up first, one of the primary uses for this is for page turning of sheet music. So what I brought up is an application called Music Notes, which will allow me to bring up sheet music and silently, as we're playing, pretend we're playing, we can page through that sheet music during our performance, making no additional noise. It's great. We've reached the end. We can also page back. So awesome. Now, my initial thought was, that is great. That is wonderful for professional musicians using sheet music in an orchestral or jazz or whatever form that they're using that in. And but I also wanted to think, okay, what's the average, bar cover musician going to use this for? And in most cases, that's either going to be tablature charting or chord charts that you would see. That's just lyrics and chords, or even just lyric prompting. So what I wanted to look at was more the applications relative to that. So I pulled up a couple here. One's called Setlist Helper, and we'll go into that to start with. Now I just pulled in the Bohemian Rhapsody, which it's just chord charts and lyrics, and hopefully you can see that well enough. It gets a little out of focus when I tilt here, but Bohemian Rhapsody, it's a chord chart. It's got all the lyrics. And what this does is seamlessly integrate and allow you to page down as you perform. And we'll click you back to the top when you reach the bottom. But it does allow you to page down through the chord chart and lyrics to help you follow along and not have to, mid-song reach up here and grab it to move it. You can just use the AirTurn. And again, silently, no distractions. Audience doesn't know what's going on and how you're doing that, or that you're doing that for that matter. So again, another one here is called Guitar Tap. I just downloaded the trial version, and Guitar Tap allows you to pull in chord charts from a large database of songs. I actually like this application and use it myself. Just for looking up songs that I want to learn. And it'll allow you to pull in tablature charts or chord charts, whatever you want. And this integrates with all of them equally well. So what I'll do is show you just on a chord chart, very similar to the previous. Get that back in focus for you. It allows you to just page down through that chords chart. And again, silently, nobody knows what's going on. So again, that works really, really well. And one of the things that I like, again, is that it integrates no matter what I'm looking at. So if I wanted to pull the actual tablature for that exact same song, let that render in, I can have that as well, and it seamlessly pulls through all of that the same way. So, great for that purpose. And again, utilizing something like Setlist Helper, you can build those out, and then all you have to do is in between songs, you select your next song, it pops up, and then everything else is at your feet. There are some lyric prompting apps and setlist apps with an iPad that are a little even more integrated because they'll allow you to, once you select your song, tab through prompting of the lyrics throughout the song, so you can set it up so that you have verse 1 on a screen and it's large, and then you hit this and it goes to the chorus, and then hit it again and it goes to the verse. So there are 100 different, not quite 100, but there's a lot of different applications for this. And if you really get into utilizing it, especially for cover acts or working acts using sheet music, This has a lot of functions that are very, very beneficial. It has a lot of functions outside the music world as well. It can be used for prompting applications and ebook readers and all of those types of things as well. So that's actually extremely beneficial as well. If you go to AirTurn's website, they list all the applications they currently integrate with. And I've actually found that there's a couple things that it actually integrates to that I don't think they intended, just random other apps that do work. So a very, very cool product. Has my complete seal of approval. I think this is a great idea and a great hands-free idea for the working musician to help keep track of their set lists and lyrics digitally. Yep, Kyle, AirTurn, signing off. Thumbs up.